Thursday, and that means usually a guest co-host on Thursday, and every chance I get Miss Abby Collins to come, and let's do a progress report. You know, in school, you're going to get a progress report.
Yes.
And it's going to probably say stray days.
Hope so.
Hope so. Monday, we thought you were going to be here. You had a test. Tuesday, you had a test. You got some tests going on, don't you?
Yes.
But you are doing so well. Now, this looks like you are really doing well. How many beads is this?
263.
Let's talk a little bit about these beads. What do they represent?
Each bead represents a different thing I've gone through all my progress and difficulties that I've been through lately.
Now, for folks who don't know, how long have you been seeing the doctor regularly?
Since November 2009.
Wow. Wow. Almost 2 years. We're approaching a 2-year anniversary. It's a good time because the port's out?
Yes, the port is out.
Yay! Now, what can you think about when you look at these beads? Do you see progress?
I do.
Do you see hope? Absolutely.
I do.
I like these where they did your name. Now, do you choose the beads, or how does that happen?
Well, each bead and each color represents a different thing.
Okay,
so,
what's
like,
blue for?
blue is for clinic visit.
Okay. Black
is for pokes.
Okay. Oh no, you've had that many pokes?
Yes.
Oh, Abby, that hurts. Okay, what is white for?
That's for chemo.
Okay. And yellow?
That's for hospital stays.
Okay, so not many yellows. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I love this. I love this one. That is so cute. It says God.
That is one day people came and you got to make a dream bead. Okay. Any bead you wanted to, and you got to design your own bead. And they made it for you.
How neat is that? It says tennis on one side and God on the other. Now that's a combination. That is a combination. And this says beads of courage. Now that is so cool. Who came up with this idea, do you think?
I think the hospital did, and the people that help sponsor the hospital.
Is that you?
No.
Who is that?
It's just one of the little beads, and those stand for the hair loss.
Okay, okay. Did you ever lose your hair?
Yes.
Okay. And when it started coming back, did it come back like it used to be?
No.
No? What did it used to look like?
Used to be straight and lighter.
Really? Now, isn't that something? So you got a new hairdo. This is a cool one. What is this? It almost looks like it's blown glass.
It's a bumpy bead for, like, bumps in the road.
Have there been a few bumps in the road? Yeah. Yeah. Now, what's going on right now that's pretty positive? You've got a website, don't you?
Yes. Right now, Conquer Kids Cancer is sponsoring kids that have gone through chemo or have cancer, and they have created pages for each of us. And September 12th is my day, and the whole month of September is Cure Childhood Cancer. And each day they sponsor a different child, and a different child's story is featured on their website, which is curecancerkids.com. And each day that their kid's story is featured, each kid is trying to raise a certain amount of money for cancer. And like, I'm raising awareness for the families that have especially lost ones and they've gotten their wings, and for those still fighting. And just, it's a way that you can help raise awareness about those that need it.
Right.
And like, for my page that you can go to and you read my story, and then you can donate money to my page, is www.firstgiving.com/fundraiser/Abby Collins.
Okay. Is that easy to find? Have you had a lot of people go to it? Good, good.
Yeah.
So we have to encourage people. Can we get that? Did they put it up on the screen? Do we have the ability to do that so we can share that? And if you'll send me a link on Facebook, then I'll share it, because we've got 4,082 friends or something like that. So.
And like, they set a goal for each child. Like, my goal was 1,000, but they made that goal for me. But I made my own goal to go way above that. And like, my goal was to raise $1 or so for each bead I have.
Wow, wow. So that's 263.
63.
So there you go. And if we had every single viewer get a card, put $1 in it, send it to Abby, can we give a mailing address?
Yes. You can go to that page I told you, firstgiving.com/fundraiser/Abby Collins, and donate directly to the page. Or if you want to mail a check or something, you send it to Cure 1117 Perimeter Center West, Suite N 402, Atlanta, Georgia 30338. And you have to write my name, Abby Collins, in the memo line, like on the check.
Okay.
You would write Abby Collins in the memo line.
So you would get credit for that?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, in November when you approach your 2nd anniversary, how are we going to celebrate?
I'm not sure.
Should we have a chocolate cake?
Sure.
Sounds good to me. Okay, what's going on at school?
Just studying and working on tests and work and stuff.
Okay, cheerleading?
Yes, we have a game today.
Okay, and you have on a shirt. Can we talk about what you and Mom created? That is too cute.
Yeah.
Hot glue gun and some beads.
Yes.
And just a combination of talent. And the color you told me was chosen because?
Yellow is the color freshmen wear.
Okay.
And like this week at school is homecoming week, so it's spirit week. Each day we had a different activity of what we had to wear. Like Monday it was tacky. Tuesday it was college. Wednesday it was Schwinn Day. Today is color day, and tomorrow is purple and white.
Oh, I can imagine purple and white, yeah. That would be easy for me to do because I'm a purple girl. Okay, when you go to your web page and you look at other people's stories, are there similar stories like yours?
There are. And there's all kinds of different stories. Like going from just different things all over. But whenever you go to the firstgiving/fundraiser/Abby Collins, that goes directly to my page.
Okay.
But when you go to the Cure page, that will go to where you can click and see, read everybody's.
Now, where is most of your hospital treatment done, and where are your hospital stays usually?
Scottish Rite Healthcare of Atlanta.
Okay. Now, what have they meant to you, and what have they done for you?
They've meant a lot. They've helped me so much get through this and just made it 10 times easier, along with my family and friends.
Have you met some amazing nurses?
I have.
What is that? There's so many signs about nurses, but there's something, a nurse is truly a special individual. You know, you can't go into that field if you don't truly love people, and very, very special.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, has this made you want to be involved in this later in life, possibly?
I see myself helping kids that are down and about stuff and like that.
What about emotionally? Have there been some highs and lows?
Yes, definitely.
And how have you gotten through that?
I've just had to stop, take some breaths, and talk to God and just ask for the support and help everyone.
You've had a lot of support. You've had a lot of people love you. Now, last time you were here, you brought an awesome, awesome quilt. Now, today we have beads. What's the next project going to be?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I bet there'll be something cool coming up. Now, this one, we didn't talk about this. What is this one for?
That is the Affleck duck.
Okay.
It's the mascot of the Blood and Cancer Disorder Center that I go to, that I went to for treatment.
That is cute. That is cute. Now, what from this, you started having headaches.
Yes.
So early detection is very, very important. You had headaches for a while before y'all went to the doctor because you're an overachieving young lady, and you kind of didn't stop and say, something may not be right, but your body usually tells you when something's not right, doesn't it?
Yes.
You gotta listen, kids. You gotta listen. How do you feel overall now?
I'm feeling really good.
Good.
I've had maybe some slight headaches, but overall I've been feeling really great.
Now, energy level, are you getting a little energy back?
I'm starting to.
Your color looks really good today.
Thank you.
Really good. You got that little pink in your cheeks. That is cool. That is cool.
And like also another bead that means a lot to me on here is the purple heart. It means complete of your treatments.
Wow. Wow. Now, how many treatments did you have?
I don't even know. It started in 2009 and went to this year at March.
with these treatments, you grew some strength, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. I know there were times that you were very, very sick after treatments.
Mhm.
And very, very weak. And you made it. You always made it. And you did well. Now, do you see playing tennis in your future? Are you going to be able to play tennis a little bit more?
If I want to, yes.
Good, good. Because that is so physical. And you can
Yes.
tell by this that tennis is one of your loves. Is that right?
Yes, I like tennis and I like cheer.
Now, a little bit of water skiing going on?
Yes, I
Did you
do water
enjoy a
ski.
little bit of that this summer?
I did a little bit.
What are you looking for as fall comes? You know, when winter comes, things kind of level off and you don't do the same things. What will you do to stay busy this winter?
I'm not sure what I'll do
Do you cheer for several teams?
for just Gilmer.
Okay, I mean for football and basketball?
Yeah, football and
Okay,
basketball.
Okay, so you'll have the basketball season to go through.
Yes.
Yay, yay. Okay, do you want to give the website one more time? And y'all get a pen, get a piece of paper, get a pencil, get something to write on. If you have to write it on your hand and don't take a bath, do this. And send this kid, if you can send her $1, if you can send her $2, and for you corporate levels, if you can send her $500, that would be really, really nice because she's been on the show enough. You have seen her courage. You have seen her spirit. You understand what she went through. You also understand how important it is for her to give back. She can do that if you will join forces with us and give back to the Abby Collins page. Now, tell them the address.
www.firstgiving.com/fundraiser/Abby Collins.
There you go. There you go. Now, and the address at Perimeter again, what is it?
It's Cure 1117 Perimeter Center West, Suite N402, Atlanta, Georgia 30338.
There you go.
And my name in the memo line.
Okay. When is your birthday?
It's May 7th,
May the 7th. Okay, and you will be?
15.
15. So by next spring, y'all will be having to help her get her driver's license. Is Daddy looking forward to you driving?
I don't know.
Since Daddy's an insurance agent and she'll go on the insurance, maybe not. If you have a chance, please help Abby and please help her reach her goal. Please help her pass her goal. It would be a great opportunity for us to give back to her. She's given a lot to this community. She's brought a smile everywhere she goes. And she has made a lot of people stop and think about how fortunate we are for every single day of our life. Right now we're going to take a break. We're going to go to our sponsors. We have some awesome sponsors, and I want to say thank you to, you know, it is so funny when I sit and watch the commercials and I think, you know, those are good folks. They've been with us a long time, from More Furniture, now Julie's Restaurant's come on board, Annie's Restaurant. It is not fair to sit down here after drinking a Slim Fast and watching Annie's commercial, though. That is just not fair. That is not fair at all. But we love our sponsors, and we want you to please pay attention to the people who sponsor us and keep us doing what we're doing. From North Georgia now today, we would not be here without those guys. So as you're out shopping for insurance, if you're shopping for cars, if you're shopping for anything, try to do it locally. It's very, very important to the economy in general and to our well-being. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, karate? Are you kidding? About this. We'll see when we get back. Always, I love this live TV. As always, we do birthdays, anniversaries, baby birthings, anything you want to do to celebrate. And today, what a reason to celebrate. Miss Omega Houston is 83. Yeah, that's a reason to celebrate. Called in by Loretta and Mary. Happy, happy birthday. And to Bertha Mullinax, who I think lives right there in the Hill City community. Called in by her sister-in-law. Happy, happy birthday on 9/15. And to Rachel Merrill, happy, happy birthday, called in by Daddy. I love when the dads are thinking about this. That is precious, and she is celebrating 15 years. And to Miss Chelsea Lowry, celebrating 11, called in by Dad, Michael, and Grandmother Lowry. So there you go. Happy, happy birthday to each and every one of you, and you will go in the birthday drawing. Now, quite often, and y'all may get tired of it, and I don't really care, it is so important to feature local businesses. It is so important to talk about the people who keep us working. It is so important to shop locally. And, you know, we talked about this, I think Monday. ETC is one of the largest employers in this county. There are so many tiny, tiny businesses who make up large numbers. And how important is it for us to keep folks working? We're approaching the fall season. We can shine, we can show out, we can bring on America because we are ready. Here in the counties we serve, the weather's going to be perfect, the leaves will be great, but Southern hospitality at its best. So we are joined by a young lady who's going to talk a little bit about what it means to celebrate this area.
Absolutely. It's a great area to celebrate. It's beautiful here. And I'm here on behalf of the Gilmer Chamber. It's an initiative between actually the Gilmer Chamber, Better Hometown, and the Merchant Council. And it's an initiative that we have that's to think local first, essentially. So to think, what can I buy my tires locally? Can I have my car serviced locally, as opposed to going out of the county for that? Because for every dollar spent here locally at a independently owned mom and pop shop, 68 cents comes back to the county in the form of taxes, payroll, and shopping locally and putting the money back into the county. And especially at a time when we're looking at increasing taxes and closing schools because lack of funding. So it's very important to put the money back into Gilmer County.
Well, this morning Georgia did really well. We went up again on unemployment, and I'm like, are you kidding me? We are now at like 10.6 on Georgia unemployment. That is unacceptable.
Yes, I agree.
That is unacceptable, and we want to keep people working. And you know, I was telling a story yesterday about a business I did, and it started with an idea. And there are many small businesses here in Gilmer County. Somebody just had an idea, and it turned into a great success. There's so many restaurants.
Correct.
That somebody started with a great recipe, maybe a grandmother's recipe, maybe a recipe you just developed yourself, and you open a restaurant and then end up hiring waitresses, hiring dishwashers, hiring, you know, the staff.
Correct.
Every single day. It's because somebody went out on a limb and took an idea and turned it into a business.
Correct. And we're also not just talking retail and restaurant, but also other types of services within the county that you may not think of. If you're a business and you're looking to have your menus printed, can I have that printing done here? Can I get those types of services as well, as opposed to going online? Because when you purchase stuff online, unless the business happens to be here based out of Gilmer County, none of that money comes back into the community at all. And we've created a website, and it's at www.gilmersgotit.com. And we're looking to put a directory of all businesses. So it's not just chamber members, it's going to be a local directory of all businesses in the county. And we're looking to really get the business community much more involved in it and really spearhead it and really push it out to the community and educate the average citizen on it.
How many people do you think will visit here in the fall? Do we have numbers?
I'm sure the chamber has numbers, but I know it's in the tens of thousands, especially just at Apple Festival. I think each weekend approximately 30,000 people come and visit the area. So I know the numbers are very high just in those 2 weekends alone.
Right. And I know I live in Pickens County, I mean, we can tell the moment the leaf turns one color, because all of a sudden 515 is just wild
packed
and crazy. So it is a great time to give people a reason to come back here too. Now let's talk about moving here. The real estate market. There's so many things available. There's some great buys.
Absolutely.
There's some businesses who could locate downtown because we have some vacant buildings.
Absolutely.
And what a great opportunity.
It is.
Now let's seize the opportunity, not looking at it as a negative. Let's say that great building is available now. Let's think about something we could do there.
Right. Actually, a lot of great businesses started in recession, so to speak. And it is a great time to move downtown and get exposure. It's a vicious cycle, unfortunately. If businesses don't come downtown, people don't see a need and a want to spend locally. But if people don't have the need to want and spend locally, that's that vicious cycle where then businesses don't come. So downtown should be very vibrant. There should be a lot going on down there, and unfortunately, they just need some help, and that's what we're looking to do. So
I read a review, and I was really disappointed in it. And I am one, I go out and put an extra effort in to say something kind about the businesses around us. But somebody had visited one of the areas that we serve, and they put something really negative, and they said, what a boring little town. And I thought, you idiot, you didn't go to the places I went.
No,
you
I know, it's a great
and
town.
And that made me so mad. And I thought, okay, so now I'm on a mission.
Right.
You know, I'm going to say something nice about it. I'm going to put little comments about it. If I find a little diamond in the rough business somewhere that you might not know about, we want to share that.
Right. And I appreciate that because it helps everywhere. And if everybody does that type of thing and lets people know existing businesses, if they talk to people who are coming in and visiting and ask them what they're planning on doing on the trip here, or even residents that they see on a regular basis, and they let them know about other businesses and restaurants and things like that downtown, because they're obviously not visiting the places that I go to as well. I mean, and not only is it a fun town, but it's also a vibrant outdoor haven. I mean, this is one of the best outdoor communities around.
Whether it be a bicycle or hiking or just sitting by the river.
Right.
And I said, you know, we have a perfect location here at the Dairy Queen. You can go in the Dairy Queen and you can get yourself an ice cream and you can just walk 60 yards and sit down right by the river and enjoy that ice cream.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
the atmosphere.
It's beautiful down there. And if you go downtown, and it's beautiful to sit down there as well and watch people pass by. And, you know, you just, people watch even, you know, downtown, that's a lot of fun as well. So, you know, and that's what we're looking to do is bring more stuff to the downtown area and just in Gilmer County in general.
Right.
So downtown definitely needs some assistance, but the whole community and the whole county could use it as well.
Now, tell us a little bit about your history. How'd you end up here? Did you grow up here? Tell me why.
No, actually, I guess I'm what some people call a halfback. I grew up in Northwest Indiana.
Okay.
And I actually moved down to Florida about 16 or 17 years ago, and I've been up here in Gilmer County since 2003.
Okay.
And actually what brought us up here was the outdoors, was the mountain biking and the hiking and so on. We bought property up here, and it became first weeks, months, and then it's been seasons, and then it's been 10, 12, you know, months out of the year. So, and that's what really brought us here. So, and we're fortunate enough that our business allows us to travel like that.
Right.
So, we're fortunate that we can do that.
Well, that's one of the things too. If you might be an attorney, could locate here and practice in Atlanta because of the internet. You know, you can do anything you need to.
Absolutely. So. And we're fortunate. What we do is merchant processing, credit cards, things like that. So. A lot of stuff I do is online, over the phone, but I have a lot of local customers as well, so that's why I really wanted to help with this initiative, is because if my customers grow and more businesses come here and grow, my business grows in turn.
Well, our goal is to make Gilmer County the friendliest business community in the world, bar none. We want this to be the place, whether it be tax incentives, whether it be the great atmosphere here, you know, will sell anybody. Because if you come here, you don't want to leave. If you come here on a Thursday night and then Sunday night approaches and you know, I'm going back to the city, you're like, oh God, don't make me do this.
I don't even like to drive to Atlanta. I don't even want to go down that way. Not even to catch a plane or anything. I just don't even want to venture past 575.
And that's what we do. Once we get you here, we program it. It's in the water, you know.
I think it is.
And we kind of program people.
I think it's in the people.
It is.
The people are fabulous. It's a great town. The people are wonderful, and that is what really kept us up here. It was the people.
I think the people, and I think giving back is one of the things in this community. It doesn't matter who's suffering, who's struggling, whatever's going on, somebody's going to step up to the plate and help.
Right, I agree.
Somebody's going to step up to the plate and help. Now, the downtown area today, you can shop for antiques, you can shop for collectibles, you can shop for jewelry, you can shop for some vintage clothing. You can go and have your own clothes made upstairs at Georgie's Place. You can...
alterations.
Alterations, pharmacy. There's a dry cleaners not far from downtown. There's a beauty shop.
There's a new Native American store that just opened recently that's really neat.
There are restaurants within walking distance.
And I understand there's going to be...
Who would make a comment that this is boring?
I don't know.
What kind of idiot? You know, this is a wonderful place.
I agree. There's going to be a new candy store here coming in for children, you know, buy candy, you know, old-time candy that you can't really get anywhere else type of thing. So, I mean, it's not boring. You can go tubing down. You know, there's so much to do here. Tubing and kayaking right on the river.
I think a cool thing to do, and I can't remember the name of the market that's out. He's not far. You cross the bridge out toward Bernhardt, and it's out there near where the old Pepsi plant used to be. You can park there and literally walk across the bridge, and that's such a nice walk.
It is.
And then walk down through the whole downtown area and do the roundabout, and then turn around and go back. But you could spend a day.
Absolutely.
Literally. If you visited every shop, you could spend a day.
And I understand they're going to be they're working on that park that's down there as well, and they're going to have a nice pedestrian path and things like that, which will be really nice to bring more people down there and walking along the river and stuff. So.
And it's funny because when you see the downtown area in Gilmer County, you don't have to park downtown. You can park away and walk because as you walk, you will notice things that you never see in your car.
Correct. And that's what happened with us the other day. We were down there for lunch, and the motorcycle seat got hot, so we pulled off onto the side street to let it cool, and that's when we noticed another store on a side street that we never would have seen otherwise. So that was kind of neat. And I prefer to, you know, like, buy all my stuff, you know, as much as I can locally anyway. I mean, and the whole goal, I think, is to be able to buy everything you need here. Now, that may not be the case currently, but isn't that a nice goal to have?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Is to be able to buy everything
Now,
here.
if you try to sell Gilmer County to your friends away from here, what are some of the things you would say we have to offer?
A lot of my friends are very into the mountain biking and the outdoors. So not only do I tell them about that, but also that it's a great place to live. It's full of good people who are, you know, just the salt of the earth. And it's got a great downtown, and it's got great shopping and everything that you could want and need, and very peaceful and relaxing.
I think the thing is, it's almost, there's a calming effect. Once you come here, you're like, you don't become lazy, but you just kind of calm, take a breath. You just kind of take a breath and sit down, and it's like the little place out by the Dairy Queen. You can just sit there and listen to the river, and you're like, it's almost like a stress reliever.
It is. You just take a breath, you know, like you said, you take a breath, you just sit back, and it's a whole nother state of mind.
It is.
It's just very calming and relaxing.
Absolutely.
It's wonderful.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so glad that we
Well,
found
thank you. I appreciate it.
and that we brought you into Gilmer County, and you fell in love with it.
I did. I did.
So once again, let's do what we can to share this community with the world. Let's open our doors, and your website is what now?
www.gilmersgotit.com.
Okay. And Gilmer does got it. Let me tell you, they have got it from anything to everything, from the greatest restaurants to some great shops. It is a place to visit, and it is a place to return to. You know, once people come, we find they are coming back. And that's a very positive sign.
Absolutely.
That's a very positive sign. So, okay, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, is Jennifer Danner going to be out here doing karate? Are we going to bring Jennifer out here? I think that would be good. The bandana she's going to do karate. Well, that'll be really interesting. So y'all hit your DVR, because who knows, this girl may land in the floor. I don't know. You know, I don't know if she's doing this to corner a guy or why she's doing this, but we'll see when we come back in just a minute.
Thank you.
A God and only one, who made the earth and sun. He made all things, created man according to his plan. There is a God, and he is real, deep in my heart, his love I feel, when I am laid, beneath the sod, I'll see and know. There is a God, when I was lost in sin and shame, the blessed Savior came. He lifted me on higher ground, for heaven I am bound. There is a God, and He is real, deep in my heart, His love I feel, when I am blessed, beneath the soil, I'll see and know, there is a God, and He is real, deep in my heart, His love I feel, when I am blessed, beneath the soil, I'll see and know, there is a God, there is a God, and only one, who made the earth and sun. He made all things, created man according to His plan. There is a God, and He is real, deep in my heart, His love I feel, when I am blessed, beneath the soil, I'll see and know.
Well, I just realized I look like a big old tree sitting here because I got on orange today. And if you've noticed the crackling in my mic, it might have been because that button right there. So we've adjusted it, and we hope we've improved it. But it is fall. It is the time of year that we all get out and do something we love, or we get in a building with a bunch of people we want to hit, and we do something we love. Can we talk a little bit about why you're here?
Sure. I'm here to talk about a karate program that I do. It's over in Copper Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which happens to be one of the greatest locations we serve. Copper Hill is an amazing little town.
Mhm.
And it is one of those places you can go and spend the day. Are you from Copper Hill?
I'm from Nashville originally.
Okay.
And I've been
How'd
here
you end up in Copper Hill?
My dad lived in Turtletown for years since I was 5, and I visited through the years. And
Okay.
then 20 years ago, I made the move and come up here.
Cool. Do you love it?
I do love it.
Yes.
Love it. It's get away from the fast pace of Nashville, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of mild and everything's
Now,
great.
what did you do in Nashville?
Just basic stuff. I taught karate in Nashville and did that I've been doing it for 26 years.
Wow.
And so I come up here to get my own place started.
Okay. And you brought some students. Now let's talk. What age are your students?
One of them just turned 10 years old, and a young lady is 17 years old.
Okay.
And she's been with me for 9 years.
Is she somebody, if you had a date with this chick, you would not get out of line with her, would you?
I think not. Think not.
Are they progressing well?
They're doing very well. They've both been with me several years, and one is a junior black belt, which is at a young age, and then Miss Chrissy is just a second-degree black belt.
Okay. All right. Now, when you got involved with this as a child, did somebody encourage you? Did you watch a kung fu movie? What made you want to do this?
I don't remember exactly. It was probably a Bruce Lee movie or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it was just, always
Karate
wanted to do
Kid,
it.
did you ever watch that movie?
I did watch that.
That is the
I did watch that.
sweetest movie.
I watched the newest one not too long ago.
Yeah, I
and,
wasn't crazy about that. I like
yeah.
that original old stuff, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good story. Not, and of course, I'm a teacher, so it wasn't the best
Exactly.
karate in the world, but it was a really good
Yeah.
good story.
Now tell us what we're going to see with your students today.
I'm going to let one guy. He competes all over. It's ASKL based out of Atlanta, but they have tournaments in 10 different states. He went to 2 world-class tournaments this year.
Wow.
He went to the largest tournament in the United States, is in Orlando, Florida, the U.S. Open. Last month, and he placed 3rd there, and he tied for 1st at Battle of Atlanta, which is another world-class tournament. They represent over 40 countries at these tournaments.
You are kidding.
And he does a local All-Star Karate League, which is in Tennessee, Georgia, within a 3-hour radius, and he's the #1 points leader. But he's going to do something called a kata. It's prearranged movements. You see on the movies where they do the kicks and punches and yells and screams, and so that's what he's going to do. And I would like to, Miss Chrissy, show a few self-defense techniques. And if somebody tries to grab a hold of you, things you might do.
Right. Now, what age do you recommend the kid starts karate?
I recommend above 7 years old, but I do have classes for 6 and under for people. But even at that age, they learn left and right and yes and no, and they don't learn a whole lot of technical moves. But
Right. Okay, now tell us the young man's name that we're setting up right now. What is his name?
Camden Neal.
Okay, and Camden had never been involved with this until how long ago? What time frame are we talking?
I'm thinking right around 5 years. He's been with me since kindergarten, and he's in the 5th grade now.
Okay, all right. So everything he knows, you taught him. So when he does well and he scores well, you're like, oh yeah, go ahead.
That's correct.
Kind of like a proud papa.
Yes, I am. I'm very proud of both of them.
Okay, we're going to go to him now, and he's going to do what for us?
He's going to do his tournament kata.
Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, we're going to back him up and get him back in the light. Back up. Okay. We're going because this is live television, we want him to get full credit for everything he's going to do. So we're going to do this again. So back up just a tiny bit. There you go. I'm the boss, see, today, so I can say we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again because we want to give this kid full credit. We want everybody to see what he's doing. And we did get in the black. So here you go. Okay, we're going to start once again, and you're going to go through your whole routine again, okay? Okay, we got it that time. Awesome, awesome job. And it wasn't fair not to show everything he did. So there you go. That is one of the abilities I have because this is live. I control the shots, and if we goof, we just go back and do it again. Okay, we're going to go now to a young lady. Tell us a little bit about her.
Her name is Chrissy Walker. She's been with me since she was 8 years old. She's
Okay.
17 now. She recently traveled to Japan this summer on the student exchange program.
Okay.
And she's a pretty incredible young lady. And she's going to need me to do the demonstration. So
Okay.
if I could,
All right, we will let you do that. We're going to let you sneak around over there, and you're going to do that.
should I take this off?
Just take it with you. It'll be okay. There you go. Okay, just wander around. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Is she going to demonstrate by whooping you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, I love him. We're going to get him down.
We'll
Get her
just
down.
do three basic techniques. When it's face this, like this way. Basically, most people who try to attack you, they will either try to punch or grab or something like that. So we're going to do a kind of watered down, mild version. But I'm going to come for her this way, and she'll defend herself. Number one. The whole thing. Sure everybody saw that. I'm going to try to resist a little bit this time. I'm not going to try to resist this time. Okay, so that was, now let's say somebody gets their hands on someone. A lot of people like to try to grab people. And so if I grab her, just here, smack. The ultimate goal for these defenses is to make someone let you go quickly, okay? That was the second one, and now we're going to do maybe, that wasn't good enough with one hand. I'll try to get her with two hands and see what happens here. Yes, ma'am. And it looks pretty easy from there, but with the movements that she's doing, you either have to go or something breaks or hurts or that kind of thing. So grab her with two hands this time. Okay. Do that one more time. To go here, I'm going to show her slow. She wants to hit my arms and pull me downward, and then she's going to strike battle points here. So one more time. Okay, is that good? Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Now, for folks who might want to get their kids involved in this, what do you do? Do you have classes? Do you have 1 day a week, 2 days a week? How do you do this?
I have classes 2 days a week on
Okay.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, and start at 5:20 in the evening for ages 6 and under. Ages 7 through 11 go from 6 to 7 o'clock,
Okay.
and the teenage through adults go from 7:10 to 8:10. Okay. And we work off of donations. It's not you don't have to sign any contracts or anything like that, and that's pretty much it.
And basically, you're teaching also, besides the self-discipline, self-esteem. Because if you do
Yes.
well in this, you kind of walk a little better. You have a little attitude going on.
It gives you, yeah, and there's a fine line between confidence and what I guess you could say
Cockiness.
attitude.
Yeah.
There's, and I try to keep them on the line, not the cockiness, but the self assurance is great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. Now, again, the name of your studio is
Copper City Karate.
Copper City Karate. And phone number?
It's 706-455-3398, and it's at the Copper City City Hall, and it's a OYMCA gym in the City Hall.
Upstairs.
Yes,
kinda?
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
there you go.
ma'am.
That is the coolest old building. Once again, I'm going to give you a day trip. Go to Copper Hill, go to McCaysville, park in McCaysville and walk to Copper Hill. What a nice, nice journey. A short trip. Get to know a little bit about that area. Now, I will tell you, for you gospel music lovers, if you want to hear a little gospel music, go into the IGA and shop for a few groceries, and you'll hear a little gospel radio going on. And then find a great restaurant up there to eat in before your kid goes to sign up for karate. But it is a great opportunity for children to feel better about themselves too, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
How large is your class?
Right now, I'll probably have 35 to 40
Wow, that's awesome.
students.
That is awesome. That is awesome. We're going to take a break and we're going to go to the community calendar. Let me tell you about the community calendar. If you have events, we welcome this as a free, you just get us the information, we put it on, and it comes to you every single day. Today, I don't have, are y'all missing my notebook? Well, I'm missing my notebook because I have all my notes in it. Let me tell you about my little story last night. I named my car, and my car's name is Sean, and this morning Sean and I are fighting because Sean has a little blippet. I opened the trunk last night and I was getting some clothes out of the trunk, and I closed the trunk and oops, now the car won't go in gear. It has some kind of safety feature that a fuse or a light bulb or something about this big and this stupid and silly was wrong, and so I didn't get to drive Sean to work this morning. So if I had known karate, I'd have whipped Sean's tail last night. I was mad at that car, but it's kind of funny because now that I look back at it, if it's something really simple and stupid, I'm going to really feel simple and stupid because it's probably something I did in the trunk of the car. But it has been a wonderful week of featuring local talent, featuring local people, talking about the things that happen in our community. We encourage you to shop locally. If you're in the market for a new car, go see one of our new car dealers. If you need to get your tires fixed or serviced, we offer tire service from several different people who sponsor us. Do everything you can locally. Don't go to Atlanta for karate, go to Copper Hill. There's so many things you can do locally, and it will come back to you 10,000 times, because if we make it and we keep it here, let's get our economy working. When they said today that Georgia's unemployment rate was 10.6, that stinks, and we don't need that. So if you have an opportunity to, number one, shop locally every single time you can, and if you're thinking about a small business, you took a risk when you came from Nashville to Copper Hill, Tennessee and opened a business. You took a risk. Would you do it again?
Yes, I'm still here 20 years later.
20 years later. And we're going to go to a lady who is a very special friend and a very special lady, Julie's Restaurant. We hope in the next couple of weeks she will be open down in Jasper. She is open right around the corner from here, us at the studio in LJ. She has great food. She has a great attitude, and she has a great atmosphere, and that is so important. Go by and tell her thanks for opening a place here. Visit any of the local restaurants and tell them it's good to see folks working locally. So do that for us. And remember, tomorrow is going to be Fun Friday. Now, Brother Matt's done it to me again. Brother Matt is at the Quartet Convention. And at 9 o'clock last night, I get this little message, and he said, oops, my record company asked me to come to Louisville. So Brother Matt won't be here tomorrow. So it will not be Inspirational Friday, it will be Fun Friday, because Angela will be here. And Lord help us, there's no telling what me and that girl are going to get into. And I have to say today, thank you for your prayers for Dawn. Her EKG was good. Her labs are coming back today. Her ankles are swelling like crazy. They're looking at liver, kidney. They're just looking. They're just trying to solve this problem. But your prayers have made a definite difference in her attitude. She was scared to death. We're all scared to death. But hopefully this will be a quick fix and something simple. So please continue to pray for her. Pray for each other. You can make a difference in somebody else's life. You really can. And I don't think you understand the impact it makes. We have seen this because the mass prayers that go on here. Now, Saturday night, if you get a chance, I'm going to personally invite you to Salem number 2 to hear the Kaler family. The Kalers are some of the greatest people in the community, and also Kenny and his family will be there singing with them. So it's going to be 2 family groups, and it's going to be a lot of fun to have the O'Neills there and the Kalers there. Those are just good local folks who do for others every single day. And I think you should get to know them. So come out this Saturday night to Salem number 2 for a whole lot of good gospel music. And if you have nothing to do at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, the Tri-State Electric is going to have their once-a-year meeting, and the Barker Brothers will be playing for that. So once again, local talent giving back. It's very important that we buy their CDs. Go see them when we can. Do everything we can to lift the other feller, because when it comes down to it, they're going to do something for you too. It is all give and take, and that's a very important part of life. Is there anything else we need to cover with you? We pretty much got
I think
it?
that'll do it. Thank
Now, your students are, do you ever have one that comes in and you go, I don't know if I can discipline this kid?
you.
Is it a great way to teach discipline?
It is. It is. We have a lot of parents come in and say, my child is on Ritalin. And,
I wanted to say the
and,
word hyperactive, and I was afraid to.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, we give everybody a chance. We
Okay.
give everybody a chance. It
Okay.
doesn't matter to me. We have kids with autism who come in.
Awesome.
And we don't discriminate. We try to teach. You know, if they start rolling around on the floors,
Yeah.
then the parents have to kind of
Right.
intercept at that point.
Yeah, cool. That is awesome. I know Jennifer loves what you're doing, and it was important to her to have you here. And why did we not have
Thank you.
Jennifer out here rolling around on the floor?
She's tired.
She's tired. She don't look tired to me. Do you think it's good for women to do this because of the protection thing?
I do. I really do. A lot of people underrate self-protection, and they don't have a lot of faith in the program. It's something you know little about. You usually don't
Right.
get interested in it. But I think in this day and time, it's very important for females and males to know some self-defense techniques.
That's awesome. Now, and this little boy's name that won all the awards is what now, Camden?
Camden Neal.
Camden Neal. And
Yes.
he's a local kid?
He is local. He lives in McKaysville. I believe it's McKaysville.
Where does he go to school? Camden, where do you go to school, sweetie? West Fannin Elementary. So good morning to everybody at West Fannin Elementary. We're going to send him back to school and see if he can't whoop up on y'all. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't
I'm
get him in
just kidding.
trouble.
I'm just kidding. This has been a good week. It has been so much fun. We are into our 11th year. When you think about that, it almost seems impossible to believe that ETC3 Television has been here 11 years. If you watch some of our older programs, you know, we had Danny Nelson on before. He has gone on to be with the Lord. We have so many people who were a big part of ETC when it first began. We want you to be a big part of us today. If you love our services and you like our programming, please recommend it to a friend. It is important that we also grow. We don't want to stay where we are. We want to grow big time. So help us by recommending us to a friend. It's time to do something I never do. I do not say goodbye. And today I will say I will see you later. Please know that every single day my buddy Rich Scott comes on here. He offers a free service for you to buy, sell, or trade on Trading Time. You can call him. He will be live today at 5 o'clock. Be sure and don't touch your dial right now. He'll have some bargains for you. From North Georgia Now Today, I'm Cherie, and I'm out of here. See you tomorrow morning. It will be Fun Friday.
I just can't